Welcome back. So we're gonna go with page 51. So we can, if you hover up on the content of table of contents, and this is list by drawing order, which means you can move the layer up and down. So you just drag it and move it up and down. So when you hold the left key on your mouse, that you drag it, hold it, and then when you move up and down, and then you release. Right now, I have to select it again, and then you see the line, and you just release on in the desired location. I want it move up, all right? So now we can see we moved it. But previously, you cannot see for the air pollution by country because the world population was turned on. And if you think that the layers as shapes that draw on sheets of transparent paper, you typically place points and lines above polygons so that they are not cover up. But if I move the city down, and you cannot see the city because it's covered up by the polygons. So we have to move the points, lines, polygons. All right, then we'll just turn this off and we can see the population of the air pollution by country. So the PM, particulate matter, PM concentration, and we can see that in Africa, the question asks you the Africa that has the highest. So when you are finished, you're going to turn on the population again. So that's what we're going to do. And you may also collapse the air pollution legend again if you want. If you don't, then we can just, that's fine. And now we don't have to see anything, but I want to collapse this and turn this on and turn this off. So in the contents pane, click layers wants to highlight it and click again. So we're going to highlight it. So it means select it. Oh, now you double click and you go to the properties. All right. And let me see if they still, yeah, it's still called properties, and you can see less features compared to ArcMap. So, see, all right. We have to do more comparison on there. So in the contents pane, we're going to click layers once to highlight it, and then click again to make it editable. We're going to, so it's just like ArcMap. So now you can see the lines there. So it means editable. No, world. Okay, so editable. Type world, and then we're going to click enter, or you can just click anywhere else. So we're going to explore the map. So to navigate around the map, you will use the explore tool. Going to map, back map. If you want, you can right click the explore tool and then click add to quick access. Wow, so cool. All right, so let's see, explore, topmost, explore. I don't see anything. Explore. And click add to, where did it go? Visible layer. All right, so let's stay here a little quick. So, oh, right now it's highlighted. All right. What did it say? I don't want to click anything. Explore. Right. So for the Explorer, a small Explorer tool icon is added at the top of the application window, so you can easily switch to Explorer mode without changing tabs. So without changing tabs, we can add it to quick access bar. It's right here, quick access bar, and then it tells you how to do it. So you can just look at here. So that small Explore 2 icon is added at the top, and right here. of the application window, so you can easily switch to Explorer mode without changing tabs. So to undo this change, right-click the icon and then click Remove from Quick Access Toolbar. So if we don't want it, and then you can just remove it. It just, I think it copied from the Microsoft. They have like Quick Access Bar and put it on top of there. So undo this, and then you can add any tool you want to the Quick Access Toolbar. I just don't feel well, maybe some feature I use it a lot. I can do that, but I right now I cannot think anything on top of my head. So navigate around the map. So we're going to zoom in and zoom out, move the mouse up and down while pressing. So we're going to look at some country right here and move up and down. Zooming in and out, move the mouse up and down, and while pressing and hold the right mouse button. Oopsie. So, okay, if you hold the right button and then it's like zooming and zoom out for you, just for one area. But you can scroll if you have a mouse wheel. You can just scroll it. To pan, press the hold and left. So this is pan. All right, you drag it. To press and hold the left mouse button and drag the map. Alright, so if you are using a touchscreen monitor, try panning and zooming using conventional touchscreen motions. So swipe to pan, pinch to zoom out, and reverse pinch to zoom in. So I really like to do that, but I cannot, okay. I have a desktop. So with the Explorer 2 still active, we're going to click any country to see its attributes in a pop-up window. Zoom and pan as needed. Notice that the feature first flashed blue and then red. Let's see. Is that New Zealand? I don't know. Which country did it click? That's ocean. Let's click again. That's New Zealand. Perfect. All right, New Zealand. So, as explained in the first chapter, attributes are pieces of information that tells you about geographic features. In a GIS, they are usually stored in a table and linked to the feature by a unique identifier. For example, city attributes might include the city name, the county in which it is located, total population, and demographic data. Attribute tables also store information about feature geometry, such as length and area for lines and polygons. So we're gonna close this pop-up window. So go to the full extent view, which is the globe. So on the map tab in the navigation group, click the full extent button. Then you can see everything. So we're going to continue to examine the contextual ribbon. Before you open an attribute table, you should understand that the ribbon and the tools you see in ArcGIS Pro are automatically updated according to context. When you are working with the map view as a whole, you have the standard available tabs and tools. But when you work with layers, additional contextual tabs and tools appear. So make sure the world map frame is selected in the Contents pane, and the map frame ribbon contains 7 tabs. 7 tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 tabs. All right. Update it. All right, so click in each tab to see the tool and the function offered for each tab. So right now, insert, analysis, view, edit, imagery, share. Oh, that's cool. This is called what? Appearance, labeling. Oh, labeling, it's important here. And then you have data. Wow, that's cool. So we're gonna click, we already did. And the question asks if you close your table of contents menu, how will you bring it back? I showed you earlier, so it's on view. So because you look at those things, if even if you don't want them, you double click them again, it's just like Microsoft. And then you have all the space and you don't need those tools. And right now we're gonna click the tool, click view, and we can do Python. So right here, and I bring it back. So we don't have any scripting here, and that's really cool. I really like ArcGISPro right now. But let's do is go back to view and go to contents, bring it back and go to view again. And we don't have a task. We can already click that, and project. You can bring the project pane back. All right. It's just like ArcGIS catalog. So how do you find a geoprocessing tool? So let's review what is geoprocessing. Geoprocessing used to manipulate GIS data. So a typical geoprocessing operation takes an input data set, performs an operation on that data set, and returns the result of the operation as an output data set. Common geoprocessing operations include geographic feature overlay, feature selection and analysis topology, processing, raster processing, and data conversion. Geoprocessing helps define, manage, and analyze the information used to form decision. All right, so we're gonna go back to analysis, and then you will see tools. But where is our geoprocessing? We're gonna go back to analysis, and geoprocessing, it's right here. All right, geoprocessing include history, the Python model builder, environments tools that you need to manipulate those data. Okay. All right. So now we're going to highlight cities in contents of panel. So cities, this is called highlights. You see the blue shades, and notice that a feature layer ribbon appears on which there are 3 tabs, feature layer. If I don't highlight it, go back to world, and you don't see that. All right, and you go back to cities, you see appearance, labeling, and data. So the feature layer ribbon is activated when the layer is highlighted in the contents pane, regardless of whether the layer is turned on or off. So we're going to examine feature attributes. We're going to turn on the city layer, and then on the feature layer ribbon, and we're going to do is back to data, attribute table. All right, so there, wow. It's cool, I know, but we have to check it out. There, right? There, right? Oh, it's different now. Okay. All right, so now the attribute table opens. It can be docked or floating. Previously it was docked, and then I drag it out to make it float because I want the other layer just went behind of us that we can see. See, right now it's floating everywhere. Just we covered up the other layers, so we can just do back down here. So then the table contains all the attributes of all the features in a layer. Compare this table to the Explore pop-up window, which shows only the attributes of a single feature. So now you can also open the attribute table by right-clicking the feature layer in the contents panel and then click attribute table. So I'm gonna resize it and then close it and then bring it back for you. Close it. And then on the cities, you can right click on it, and it's exactly like in ArcMap, and then you just click open attribute table. All right. So arrange the table as you prefer and examine the attribute data. So we're going to right click the population heading, POP, right here. And then we're going to right click on it and then descending, sort, descending. Wow, Shanghai has a lot of people. Let's see. Wow, that's awesome. All right. So Shanghai has a lot of people. A lot of people. And then we're going to learn how to interact with our map. So this is the world, and oh, that's Shanghai. So we're going to move back and forth a little bit. All right. So let me resize my window. All right. Okay. So click the gray square to the left. It's right here. if you click some, it doesn't select it. So the great